Hello. So let's see what to recap. Yesterday we had our first collaborate session. Again, I want to apologize if there was any confusion. The first email I had sent out, I put Wednesday when I meant Tuesday. There were some questions as to how many of these are we going to have. For the 4-week meetings, I'd like to do one in the beginning, the first class, maybe one in the middle, and then one at the end. For this one, the end one is probably the most important one because that's when we're going to be showing our work. So what I'll do today is I'll send out a doodle, it's called, a silly name, for a meeting calendar, and it will ask you which ones are good for you, which days are good. And then on those days we'll try to find one that everybody lands on, and then I'll set it for that date and an email will go out. But that'll be towards the end. I would say either the 19th, 20th, or 21st of June, because that's when the class ends, 21st of June. Now, if you had missed the session yesterday, I did record it. What we covered was the first assignment, the video assignment, a little bit about what the class is about. If you want to view that, we're in Angel here under the mobile video. If you go to Communicate, Collaborate, you click on Recordings right here. It's tiny, I know. Now, nothing shows because it's showing the 29th to the 29th, which is today. So just go back to the 28th. Click Go, and there you'll see it. Now, if you just click on that, this thing will launch, and some applications want you to ask you if you want to keep a certain file or run a certain file. Go ahead and do that. It's called usually it's called meeting. Keep that file or run that file. If you have any problems, just give me a call and I can talk you through it. But it's a pretty simple process, and then you can watch that. Now, what I did add today is assignment due dates. The first paper, or the paper, is on the 7th. June 7th. The outline is the 14th, and the final project, the video, is on the 21st. Of course, these are all June because the class ends in June. Again, your class assignments are in here. We're looking at the mobile video. If anyone's having a hard time still seeing these, apparently they weren't showing up yesterday, so I loaded them a different way, and they should be showing up. But this covers everything for the short paper, and then what you need to oops, went down too far. What you need to do for that. Again, what we're looking at is in the class is how are mobile devices being used in conjunction with social media to inform, to get news out, to change opinions. Right now we're looking at the Syrian uprising, the Syrian revolution, where it's pretty much being tweeted and being uploaded to different video sites. That's how we're learning about this. There's really not a lot of embedded reporters there. So, like, how does this happen? How does it get out there? In the learning modules, if you look for assignment 1 materials, sort paper resources, I would start with these. Okay, these are some TED Talks and some articles that I found that could sort of help you along your way in the paper. And of course, you'll put it right here, and this is where you'll upload the link to your final project. Whoops. And like I said in the video yesterday, the recording yesterday, I know some people might be like, geez, it's kind of up in the air. What's kind of open? I tried to leave this fairly open, this video project. I started putting a whole lot of rules, like you should use I want you to use this app or that app. I want it to be this or that, and I think we're going to get the best results out of this if I sort of give you guys some more freedom. You do need to sort of stick into a few categories, and I'll list those today also online, but I'm going to tell you right now. One would be breaking news. Now that, of course, is unlikely to happen, but I want to leave it out there in case it does. You see something, you're recording it, you're reporting. Where your assignment's probably going to fall more than likely is like almost like a mini documentary, possibly, where you are telling a story of something. You're telling, maybe it's a business a place that's going out of business that's been around for a long time. Maybe it's, it was Memorial Day. Maybe it's you're interviewing someone you knew, maybe a family member who was a veteran. So you're doing a little mini documentary, a little mini story, mini news story. And again, there's some materials in here you can look at, and I'll be posting some more today. The CNN, I think it's iReport. We looked at this yesterday, and these are a lot of stories people have done. It's all about it's CNN's site where people actually get on there and they blog and they do things, and they get this information out using their own phones or using whatever means they have. And it's a really interesting way that you're seeing citizen journalists like getting information out there. I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm always just fascinated by what you can see. How I sort of saw us breaking down is, of course, breaking news is right here. Original reporting, it's almost like a CNN type thing. Like you see something you want to tell a story about. Personal story, again, this could be you're interviewing a family member, you're interviewing a friend, you're talking about something in your own life. Something that might be good for this personal story would be the 1 second a day app, and that's mentioned in the iPhone. Oops, it's mentioned somewhere. Great site reference. Mentioned in this link right here what that does. So I've listed a bunch of film applications you can use for your phones, but it's mostly going to be like, what are you thinking you're going to do? If you're going to do like a short story about, say, a veteran that you met or someone you know who's overcoming something, or a funny story, it doesn't have to be heartfelt or anything. Something about politics, maybe local politics going on. There's a lot of those scandals happening right now with in state government. Could be something along those lines. You can do that. So, but the main thing you need to main thing you'll think of is, okay, so I'm going to do this story about someone I know who's a veteran. It doesn't make sense. You wouldn't use the 1 second of video a day app because it only records a second a day. And there's a bunch of other materials out there, a bunch of other sites out there that offer different types of web video services. And if you know some of them, shoot me an email, and we'll or post it. I can set up a message board, or email me, and then I'll add it to the thing. So big thing is start working on your paper. I'll be posting a video either every day or every other day that sort of gives you information on what we're doing in class, and also giving you some ideas for your paper. And I'll send that doodle out today so we can set up a time when we're going to meet. So watch that recording over in Communicate, right? And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. Again, look for a video, every day, every other day, or even maybe just quick posting. Remember, this is a 4-week class, so be sure you check Angel in the morning and maybe in the afternoon to see if there's any updates or any sort of changes. So look for the doodle email. Choose a date that works for you for these other Collaborate sessions, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.